Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are. Thank you for watching this episode of The Humble Word. My name is Anthony, and it is a blessing to be with you today. I hope it is a blessing for you. It's a Monday. Aren't you excited? Well, you should be. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, right? But I dare say there are many who heard the alarm clock rolled over this morning, hit the snooze button, and prayed the next 10 minutes would feel like a couple of hours. Was that you? Let me tell you, I get it. I really do. Last week was my first week back to work on an unrestricted level after being out either on light duty or no duty for the past 6 months. And when you work in an automobile factory like I do at the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga, it's anything but easy. In my line of work, it's said to take up to 8 months before a new hire can make it through the day without feeling a strain. Since being off so long from my knee injury and surgery, it's almost like physically starting over again. And it's tough. It kicked my butt, really. So I get the hatred anyone has for an alarm clock. Nevertheless, it's a good day to be alive, isn't it? But I can hear somebody asking, I don't know, is it? Have you seen all that's going on out there? People are protesting, rioting, getting killed in the streets. Neighborhoods are falling apart. Buildings and cars are on fire in the streets. There's so much division, lies everywhere you turn. What makes this day a good day, Anthony? Why should we rejoice? Why should we be glad in it? I get it. I understand. But as I mentioned in a previous video, perception is not always reality. Our perspective on things might be skewed for a whole host of reasons. So when you look at what's going on around you, you might be tempted to think you're living in the worst of times. Sounds like a book. But may I challenge you to stop for just a second and compare your situation to that of previous generations? As bad as it is for you right now, maybe for me, who knows, how sucky would it be to live in a day without electricity, without inside plumbing, just a dirt floor? I mean, dirt for your floor. Actually, that's not even ancient history for a good portion of the world today. I've been to places just like that in Zimbabwe. But if that's not too bad, think about what it was like before the availability of basic drugs like aspirin or ibuprofen or Tylenol or antibiotics. How bad would you be? How bad would your Monday be if you woke up with the flu and nothing to take or to help ease the symptoms? Not even ice for a cold drink. And to make it worse, what if you were sick at home with no electricity, no running water or indoor toilet, no phone to call a doctor, and no medicine to take, even if there was a doctor nearby? You've got diarrhea and throwing up, but all you have is a bucket for both. Unless you think you can make it to the outhouse outside in time. Your clothes are nasty, but there's no automatic washing machine. You can't just I can't talk. You can't just you can't just mess yourself and throw those in the wash. You've got to get cleaned up with a basin of water and get some more clothes on. But you can't do anything about the dirty clothes and the dirty sheets until you're well enough to draw up some water from the well and hand wash your laundry, which then must hang up for a day or two to dry. Hope it don't rain. No music to listen to, no TV to watch to pass the time, Nothing but a book to read as you try to get your mind off the nausea. And not that, then it's sleep with no fan, no air conditioning. And you haven't even thought about what you'll have to eat when you can hold it down. How are you going to get it? Where are you going to get it? How are you going to cook it? Do you know how to build a fire in a wood stove? Oh, and let me remind you, you could be living in a day before there were things like food stamps and Social Security. Most of history has never had a social safety net. Going on short-term disability wasn't even a thing. And since labor laws are probably non-existent at that time, there's no guarantee you'll have a job to go back to when you do get better. And think about this. There was a day not too long ago when you and I couldn't simply bankrupt on our bills. There used to be a day when even defaulting on a small loan could get you thrown into debtor's prison until your bill was paid. Think incarceration. And if you think incarceration rates are bad now, imagine if you went to prison for not paying your credit card. So tell me, how bad are things actually? Look, I admit it, we live in trying times, but those who came before us had trying times of their own. Think about the Great Depression back in the 1920s. Think about the world wars, both World War I, World War II. Try to imagine a world before anything was made of plastic. If our forefathers can make it, there's no excuse for us. Think of all the obstacles to daily living that have been removed by modern inventions. Honestly, we should be ashamed of ourselves if we give up and not accomplish even greater things than those before us. Compared to them, compared even now to many in the world today, you and I have got it made, don't we? So yeah, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we are blessed to have been placed right here in it, not one in the dark ages. So let's rejoice, praise the Lord, and be glad. We're here for such a time as this, for reasons far beyond the mundane and the boring. We've been given purpose and a hope and a promise that God will work all things for good for them who love Him and are called according to His purpose. I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed week. God is faithful and true. His mercies are new each morning, and you wouldn't be here if He didn't have a plan for your life. Don't waste the gift you've been given. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you would. It sure does help the channel. And I'll be back here in a couple of days with something for you to think about as you walk with Christ. God bless, and we'll see you real soon.